week end of the summer. We are officially in autumn now, and we are going to focus today on legs, quadriceps, hamstrings, and some hip opening. Maybe some really big hip opening. So you may want a strap or some sort of thing like that. A bathrobe strap can do, or a tie, and a block. Any kind of block, book, or folded firm thing, or pillow. Something you can squeeze onto, something that can lift your seat a little higher so that your pelvic bowl rolls forward. Lower back in, heart lifts up, heart lifts up. Heart lifts up. If I was to give you only one cue, that would be it. Lift your heart up. And as you lift your heart, just feel into all the other wonderful things that happen. Wings of your heart have more space to open. You have more space to breathe. Lower back moves in and the pelvis pours forward. Crown of the head lifts up. All your natural curves are in alignment. Feel the support of earth beneath you and press down into it. Inhale and lift your heart. Lift the crown of the head. Open yourself courageously to this day, to this turning of the season, to this turning of the world in this great rebirthing, very slow birthing. Some of us have slow births. And nonetheless, we are awakening to all that needs our attention, to all that is ready to move and change. How do we know when something's ready to move and change? When it hurts enough. That is communication. Just like from the body, when there's pain, we'll do something to move and change the body. In the world, in our lives, when a situation is painful enough, we will re-perspect it. We will question whether it's right for us, what needs to move and change in this situation. What is my part in this movement, in this change, in this situation? And so we come to the mat today to practice being present, remembering our own steadiness, our strong center. And every time we visit this center, we deepen the path to it. We create more access to it. It becomes easier to return to and easier to stay in, even in the wobbly dance of life. We remember who we are because we visit often. So greetings, self. Greetings, body. Greetings, mind, emotions, energy, body, thoughts, feelings. Greetings, spirit. Greetings, breath of life, inspiration, spirit coming in. Welcome your breath. Welcome with joy and gratitude, if you can muster that, this opportunity to breathe deep and full, this opportunity to begin again, this opportunity to celebrate the turning of the year, the season, the growing of the moon, the clarity of our own visions and awakening for ourselves, for the earth. Breathe into your roots, into your feet, your legs, your hips. Feel the foundation of your physical form. If there's any discomfort there, then sit up higher or change the fold of your legs or unfold your legs. Long, slow, deep breaths. Extend your exhale. Pause. Inhale, bright and full. Lift tall. Pause. Again, long, slow, extended exhale, maybe to a count of 5 or 6 seconds, and pause in the emptiness. Let your inhale rush in bright and full, again, maybe to a count of 5 or 6 seconds, and pause in the fullness. Continue to imagine, if you will, these long, slow, deep breaths really rooting you into the earth through your feet, your legs, your hips, your tailbone. And from that rooting, a courageous lifting of your harvest as we move into harvest season, the opening of your heart, the brightening of your smile, the generosity of your spirit. And please keep these long, slow breaths going. And begin to add in a mantra or an image, if you haven't, an intention or dedication for your practice, something affirmative and present tense. Breathe and repeat it. I am. I am steady in the wobbly dance of life. I am trusting the flux and flow of life force energy. I am present for all and the teachings of all that is coming my way. I am thriving. I am at ease in body and mind. Exhale and touch the earth ground down. And let us give thanks to all, like the leaves of this autumnal season, to all that has fallen to the earth, to all that is currently disseminating or dissolving, becoming one again with the earth, to all that is crumbling and changing and becoming compost for what it is that we're choosing to grow. Thank you. Thank you to all that has come before us, that we stand upon, that nourishes our blossoming, that informs our steadiness and our movement in the world. Thank you to all the teachers, gurus, and lineages of this path. Thank you to those who are guardians of the land and who have always been, that we rest upon. Thank you. And follow any inhale to open wide and gather up energetically, welcoming the great potential of this time, this burgeoning moon, this harvesting season, and draw it down, centering into the mind centering down into the heart. Press into the hands at the heart and lift your heart to your hands and breathe and repeat your heart's intention, your yes, I am. May all the effort and energy of this practice be for the greatest good. May all beings benefit. May all beings be joyous and free. Exhale and pour your breath out. Inhale your heart's yes, if you will, with me. 3 ohms. Om. Adjust your seat as needed. If you have room in your seat as you are, great. We're going to come into feet together, knees wide. You may want to be sitting up on something, so again, you might stay as you are. Um, we're going to go into a longer diamond here than usual. So feet further away from you with feet together, knees wide. And give a little pull onto your shins or ankles and draw your lower back in and your heart forward. And as you exhale, pull your navel back and round through your spine. Continue in this way, pulling on shins or ankles, pouring the pelvis forward, low back in, heart forward. And as you exhale, press in, lift the navel and round back. Follow your breath. Oh, Ariel, I meant to say welcome. And we're focusing on legs and low back today with peak poses of splits and Agni Stambhasana or fire log stack, ankle to knee pose. If there's anything else that you want, feel free to type it in the chat or come off mute.
I'm gonna go change out of jeans shorts so I can do splits.
Yes, no jean shorts. Everyone, jeans not recommended for this practice. I'll put that in the description later. Couple more breaths like this. We're going to move into lying on the back. So I'm doing a bit of release. So if you have a strap, a yoga strap, that's great. If not, any kind of long strap, belt, scarf, something like that. This can also be done without any prop, but there are benefits here, and I'll be leading it using a prop. So find one if you can and strap it around the base of the ball of your foot. So you're going to kind of hook under the ball of the foot and at first wrap both hands in your strap. So what we're going to do first here is get our quadriceps active and engaged. So this is the supporting muscle that's going to help open the hamstrings. So we're going to get the quads nice and warmed up here. So very gentle wrap on your strap. Left leg could stand or it can extend out at any point, and active with that leg. Draw the toes back as you press the heel away. Bend your right knee and pull that knee down towards your shoulder. Keep the toes active and spread, foot flex, and keep the strap so you can slide it. Because what we're going to do here is pull up on your quadriceps and push your quadriceps into your thigh bone. Yes, your leg is inadvertently going to straighten here. Let it not be about pushing your leg straight. Pull back down. Let this be about pressing the quadriceps strongly into your thigh bone, pulling the quadriceps up strongly towards the head of the femur. Incidentally, your leg straightens. What I want you to do is really focus on that activation of quadriceps. This is going to support us. So focus here now. Just laying around, but lots of quad activation. So there should be some shaking happening in that leg right now. So that much effort, really like you're pushing into like 200 pounds of weight here. That much effort from the quadriceps pressing into your thigh bone, lifting up towards your hip. Couple more. If you don't feel some warmth in those quads there, then keep going. Otherwise, when you're ready, we'll just hold both sides of the strap for a moment and pull your shoulders on the back. Wrap your hands in a way so that your shoulders can totally rest. You're not reaching out of the shoulders here, but pull them down the back. Ground the scapula. Give a little pull in your strap. Spread the toes. Reach through the heel as you draw the toes back towards your face. Big breaths in the nose, out the mouth. And really shift that right hip down away from the ribs. Let the weight of that femur land into the low back. Big breaths in the nose, letting go. Stay with that as you like. Once you're ready to transition, we're going to take both sides of your strap into the right hand and then bring the strap, both sides, around outside of your right knee, behind the right knee, and then give a little pull on the strap from the inside of the right knee so that your toes turn out to the side a bit. So you're externally rotating in the femur there. And then hold the strap with the right hand. If you've got a long strap, I like to use my elbow or upper arm into that strap to help. And then toes pointing to the ground as much as you can, slow and steady. Open that leg to the side as you ground the left leg with your hand. Root that thigh and hip down. Continue to reach out through both heels and draw all toes back towards your face. And big breaths here in the nose. Out the mouth. Couple more breaths. And then use your arm strength to pick that leg up, benefit of a strap. All those muscles will stay relaxed. And unwind your strap. Hold on to it with your left hand if the strap's on your right foot. Bring your right thumb to your right hip crease and push the head of that femur down. Shift your hip down away from the ribs. Great. And root your sacrum, the big triangular bone at the base of your spine. Push it down, keep it pressed down, imprint the sacrum into the earth. Keep it there And slowly begin to lead the right leg cross body without letting the sacrum pop up. Keep spreading those right toes, draw them back towards center. Oh, yes, sensational. You should feel that outer set of hamstrings and maybe a little IT band, tensor fasciae lata, outer leg stuff. So, just at the edge there, where sacrum is pressed into the earth and leg is as far as you can go without sacrum starting to pop up. We'll get there. We'll get there. Breathe here. Spread those toes. Draw them back. So sensational. Breathe into that aliveness in your leg, in your body, in your life. Yeah. Big breaths in the nose, out the mouth. Stay with that as you like or as you know is good for you. And then take it all the way across body when you're ready. And we're even going to just roll all the way over onto that left side for a moment, taking the leg all the way over. You can hold the strap or hold your foot if it's easily accessible. And then again, really shift that top hip down away from your ribs. So you want to get this top side body as long as you can. Really about getting the spine as long as you can here. Lengthen out. Inhale, reach that right arm up and then open right arm out to the side, palm up. Lift onto and turn your head onto the right ear as far as you can. Press into that right hand, scoop your shoulder blade down. Press cross body from the left shoulder into the right and breathe here. Deep, full breaths. Again, you're still active, reaching through both heels and drawing all toes back towards center. Deep, full breaths. In the nose, out the mouth. And a couple more breath cycles. Again, stay here longer if your body asks you to, or you could remove your strap for a moment and bend both knees as you come back through. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Ankle over knee pose, flex that right foot a whole lot, and pick the left thigh up. Interlace your hands. You thread the hands through the legs, one through the middle, one through the outside, and interlace your hands behind the left thigh. Flex that right foot strongly. So the ankle stays straight and strong. That protects your knee. Pull left thigh back. Ease right thigh away. Play with those opposite actions. Pulling in as you press away. Flexing that top foot. And this is a good warm-up for Agni Stambhasana or fire log stack. Also a great release for low back, and part of that obviously here probably is the outer hip sensation that you're feeling right now. Pull in as you press away. Finding that opposite action here without all the weight on it can be helpful. And this is the same thing that ultimately we're looking to do when we are in the seated version of this pose. So play with that more. Also in the seated version, we want to pour the pelvis forward more. So what that is lifting the lower back. So try again here to pull bottom leg in, ease top leg away, root your sacrum down, and lift that lower back curve in and up. Big breaths in the nose, out your mouth. Stay with that as you like, or if you want to add a little hammies here, extend that left leg up, walk up over your right ankle, curl into your left leg, or draw it towards your face, or both, maybe overhead towards a plow pose. Last few breaths. And then slowly unwind both legs, slowly roll down through your spine, stand the feet as you like, and then grab your strap again. Find that midpoint in your strap. So this long thing folded in half, and that midpoint around the ball of your left foot or just beneath the balls. You're kind of cradling under it, and wrap the hands again very lightly here. So we're going to do that quadricep action. Right knee can stay standing as needed, or extend that leg out as you can. Draw the toes back. Reach through the heel, draw the toes back. Spread those left toes and pull that left knee down and out towards your shoulder. And keep that spread of your toes and lift your quadriceps and push your quadriceps into your thigh bone. This is not about pushing into the strap. That's going to happen, but really focus on those quadriceps. Lift them up, 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 and press them into that thigh bone. Get that shaking going. It's a good thing. Inhale, pull back, knee towards shoulder, spread the toes, and flex as you press quadriceps into thigh. Lift the quadriceps towards the hip. Play with it at your own pace. About 5 more. Notice the tendency to just want to straighten your legs. You know how to straighten your leg. That's not what we're doing. It just seems like it. Oh, it's so shaky. All right, if you're not shaky yet, you're not doing it right. So do more and really activate. Once that muscle feels all burning and activated, then go ahead and just take pause here, spreading the toes still. Heels reach away, all toes draw back. And shift the left hip down away from your ribs. Let the weight of that femur land into the back body. Take a couple breaths. In the nose, out your mouth. And just singing, sounding, toning, making noise the whole time. Keep that jaw soft today as we're inviting the hips to relax. And when you're ready, take both sides of the strap into the left hand. Take the strap around the outside of your left knee, behind the left knee, and then pull from the inside so the toes spin out to the right. You're externally rotating into the femur, and try to keep that action there really strong and slow and steady. We're going to open those toes pointing towards the earth as much as you can. Open that leg out to the side. Use your right hand to ground your right hip and thigh. Again, you could use the upper arm to encourage that opening leg wide. Reach through both heels. Flex all toes back. Big breaths. In the nose. Out the mouth. Stay with that longer. Or use an exhale and the strength of your arms to pick that leg back up. Unwind the strap and switch hands. Hold the strap with your right hand and bring your left thumb to your hip crease. Push the head of that femur down. Shift the hip away from the ribs and keep that as much as you can. Press your sacrum super strong into the earth. Root that sacrum down, base of the spine, staying imprinted as you slowly, slowly bring that left leg cross body to the right. Keep that left hip shifting down. It'll be more sensational. Spread the toes back. Toes active, drawing back on both legs, reaching out through both heels. Deep, full breaths. Breathing into that outer hip or outer leg, keeping the sacrum imprinted. Oh, it's so sensational. Really try to stay with this halfway point here. Keep that hip shifting down. Once you're done with that outside of the leg, take it all the way across the body. Sacrum will come up and become perpendicular to the floor. You could hold your strap or your foot here and press that top hip down. Reach the top arm up. Lengthen that top side body out. And as inspired, open arm, face chest to the sky. Lift your head and turn onto that left ear. Keep reaching through both heels in deep, full breaths in the nose. Out the mouth. And there's that opportunity again to extend the exhale, make some noise, get some vibration going, get more metabolic waste release, more tension release, more room for brighter, fuller inhale, more life force. Yeah. Letting go breaths. Last couple of breaths here. And take your time, stay there as you like, or release the strap if you haven't. And as you come back, ankle over knee, flexing that top foot a lot. And both knees are bent. Interlace the hands, threading through the center there and around the outside behind your right thigh. Pull right thigh back. Draw left toes back, straight, strong left ankle. Pull right thigh back and press with your left elbow into your left thigh. Ease that thigh away. Get as much squaring here of the top ankle and knee as you can. And this is the top of the leg in Avnisambhasana again. Fire log stuck. Pulling in as you press away, also known as double pigeon. It's not what it means. Big breaths in the nose. Out the mouth. Letting go breaths. Last breath or so like this, or stay longer. Options: extend the bottom leg up, your right leg up, walk up over your top ankle, and walk up your right leg, curling into it, maybe drawing it towards you, possibly drawing it overhead, keeping that left foot strongly flexed so that the knee is safe. And breathe, and any variation here may be headed into halasana or plow pose. Stay with that as you like, or unwind the legs slowly, and then unwind your spine slowly. And as you come through, let's hug the knees in and begin a little rock and roll forward and back on your spines, getting those spinal muscles a little more warmed up after all the leg muscles. We can get that whole back body line nice and fluid today. Maybe rock and roll enough to build up some momentum, enough to stand. Maybe just find your way to stand. Here we go. Rising up. I'm going to tilt my screen up just a little bit, and we'll play with standing here. So on your feet, Lift and spread the toes as wide as you can, rooting into the heels, and then root the toes down still as wide as you can and lift the heels. Pulse, heels down, toes up. Heels up, toes root. Stay with just that, or you could add the arms. Heels up, fingers up, breath up. And exhale, breath down, arms down, heels down, as much as you can all at the same time. Let's go. One more. Pause here, exhale, empty. Inhale, open wide and gather up. Exhale and center and focus. Hands to the heart. Push into your hands. Work your shoulders on the back. Lift your heart up. Keep your heart lifting. Lift through the hands as you lengthen through your tailbone. Sink low into Utkatasana, chair pose, fierce pose. Exhale low, hips towards height of the knees. And inhale, press and rise. Standing back bend, lift and wiggle up out of the waist. Exhale, keep that front body lengthen, lengthen back body, long back of the neck, long lower back, tailbone down, heart stays lifting, seat to the height of the knees. Exhale, the breath out, follow your inhale, press and rise. Stretch to any breathful edge of back bend and exhale, sink it back in. With your breath to your lowest edge there, with your inhale to your biggest opening. 2 more breath cycles like that. Take your time at the top. Pause again. Wiggle up out of the waist. And exhale, swan dive forward. Flat back, long spine. Bow in. Reverse that swan dive. Fly right back up. Inhale, lengthen. Bend the knees as much as you need. Keep the legs as straight as you can without locking the knees out. So soft bend in the knees. Active lift of arches, knees, quadriceps, and navel as you fly up any edge of back bend again and exhaling flat back, swan diving, strong core here. Let your breath lead. One more. Half forward fold, push into your shins, earth or a block, and shoulder blades down the back. Bend the knees as much as you need to get your spine flat. And then let the spine round as you exhale, bowing over the legs. Inhale, half forward fold, press into your point of contact, lengthen spine, and as you exhale, round, let the neck go there, head drips any tension out. 2 more breaths. Inhale, Ardha halfway. Exhale, Uttanasana. And then right foot forward, left leg back. Back knee down at first and point the back toes straight back. Look back and make sure your toes aren't sickled or turned in. That's going to affect the shape of the femur and the hip socket. So keep the toes pointed straight back, press in, lift the thigh. Root down, pulse that, lift the thigh. With your breath, 2 more. Next time you come down, back toes under and press in, lift the knee. Inhale as you exhale, push into your front foot and straighten that front leg. Draw the hip back, really pull back from that outer hip. Let's pulse that. Inhale, forward lunge. Exhale, push into the ball of the big toe. Pull that outer right hip back, straightening the leg. Again, try to let the leg straightening be incidental. We want active right ball of the foot, active right medial glute, pulling back. Go for a couple more of those. Next time you come back, you could have the back knee down if you need. You may want some blocks here if the earth feels far away, but press in through the leg, straighten it. Again, pull that hip back, and then draw the toes back. Spread the toes wide, and let's swing the hips here, side to side. So spread the toes out. Swing the hips as far as you can to one side. Drag that heel back the whole time. It's not moving, but actively pulling on the earth there with toes spread. Pivoting on that heel, swinging the hips, lengthen the spine as much as you can. Next inhale, come on forward into your lunge. Next exhale, pull the back foot up into the core balance. Square the hips up. Reach through the heel and the crown of the head, long spine. Maybe hands come to hips, heart, or flying. Last inhale. As you exhale, feet together. Arms down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Sink in. Swoop the fingers on the earth. Open Utkatasana. Exhale, low. Down into the seat. Inhale, press and rise. Standing back bend. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, hop forward. Exhale, fold. Step the right foot back. Left leg lunge. And point the back toes straight back. Yeah, I did do that wrong. Okay, point the back toes straight back, and press into that foot and lift the thigh. Exhale, melt it down with your breath. 4 more. Next time you come down, turn those back toes under. Lift the knee, squeeze the hip square, push into the ball of that front foot, and pull back from that outer hip muscle. Drag it back and pulse. Inhale, forward lunge. Exhale, press into the ball of the foot. Pull back from the outer hip. Long spine, long leg. 3 more. And then spread the toes out, draw your toes back, drag that heel back. Again, use whatever support you need to there. Keep those toes very active, spread them out, and pivot on that heel, swinging the hips as far to one side as you can. Keep dragging that heel back without moving it, and swing the hips to the other side. Follow your breath. Next, inhale forward into your lunge. Next, exhale, pull the back foot up into the core. Level out, side to side, hands to heart, hips or flying. Any variations, find your balance there. Last inhale. As you exhale, step the feet together, fly the arms down, follow your inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart, pause, press into palms, shoulders wide, lift your heart, breathe, and repeat your intention. Your heart's yes, I am. Inhale, lift your heart to the sky as you sink the seat low. Exhale, seat low. Inhale, standing back bend. Follow your exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, fold. Place your hands on the earth and bend the knees, empty of breath, hop or step back. Inhale, plank. Exhale to the earth or chaturanga. 3 breaths in up dog or cobra. Point those toes straight back. Pull back on the earth. Lift the navel. Lift your heart. Last inhale. In up dog or cobra. As you exhale, lift from the navel up and back. Down dog. Relax the neck. Give the head a little nod or roll around. Inhale, reach and rise from strong core, pull back and reach and rise, right leg up and back to the sky. Bend the knee, flex the foot and press that hip open, open, open. Keep your shoulders square and breathe the front of that hip. Big hip circles. Switch directions. Right foot up and back. Exhale, foot forward between the hands and walk inside of that foot. Turn your heels in and your toes out. Press your elbows into thighs and spread the legs wide. Seat low to the height of the knees as much as you can. Use that press. Draw your low back curve in and your heart forward. Soft jaw. Soft tongue. Letting go breaths. Stay there or bring your hands to where your elbows were. Press wide again, lengthen out, long, long spine. Inhale, and as you exhale, left thigh presses away, navel pulls back, turn, look over that right shoulder, squeeze the breath out. Inhale, open to center, exhale, press and spiral. Inhale, open center, exhale, press and spiral. Follow your breath. Once more each side. Inhale, open center, Devyasana, sink it in. Inhale, shine it out, superstar. Hug in muscles to bones, everything to midline. Shoulders squeeze on the back, heart shines out, feet pull together, muscular action in the legs. Breathful body, I am. Last big inhale. As you exhale, flow the arms down, interlace the hands behind you, squeeze the palms together, and then make like you're trying to pull the palms apart and squeeze your shoulders together. Pull the hands down. You could root them into the sacrum, lengthening the low back, or just do that by lifting and engaging through the core and pull the hands down. Any edge of back bend here. Keep squeezing shoulders, keep back of the neck long. You can let the head go back, but try not to drop it back and close the neck. Keep the heart open. Breathful. Last big inhale as you exhale, pull the legs together, lead with the heart forward and bow in. Bend the knees as much as you need. Little bend in the elbows. Squeeze the shoulders on the back. Relax the neck. Give the head a little nod or roll around here. Just feel into kind of milking your shoulders out, squeezing, rolling as inspired. Roll the head around. And release the hands down. And we're going to play a little bit with some hamstring and inner thigh action here. So pull the feet towards one another as strong as you can. Pull, 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 like you're trying to pull them together. Keep them where they are, but they're pulling very strong. Those inner thighs are super active. Inhale, lengthen the spine with that, and exhale, keep that. Bow in. Inhale, come back, half forward fold, heels in, toes in. Pull, pull, pull. Hug your feet to the earth. Pull those inner thighs together. Spin your thighs back at the same time as you pull the legs together. And reach the heart forward and bow in. Inhale, halfway again, long spine, heels in, toes in. Pull, pull, pull the feet together, strongly spin your thighs back, reach your spine long and bow in. You can always walk the hands back or hold on to the ankles or feet as you like. And do two more. Inhale, halfway, heels in, toes in. Pull, pull, pull together. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold. Keep spinning thighs back, lengthening from a lift of the navel through your spine, hugging into the legs as you like. Relax the neck. If that's an edge for you, stay there or back it up even. Otherwise, last one, heels in, toes in. Feet should be pretty close together, if not all the way. And keep that little hug like you're trying to pull the feet together, spin thighs back, muscles hug bones. Lengthen your spine out and then round the spine, bow in. Sensational. Breathe into the sensation. And let's walk back to the front of the mat, whichever's going to be your front this time, and move through your vinyasa. Again, we'll take 3 breaths in and up dog or cobra. And up and back, downward dog. Stretch back, pulling from the core, lengthen out, breath in the nose. Long spine, soft neck. Breath out the mouth. Keep drawing back from the core and grow your left leg up and back to the sky. Second side. Reach and rise that leg to the sky and then bend the knee. Flex the foot. Keep your shoulder square and press that hip open, open, open. Next inhale, pull up and back from that leg. Stretch it out. And exhale. Shift forward. Find your lunge. Totally lost my mind. Breath full, long spine. And again, we're going to walk between the legs. Yes, good. And again, heels in, toes out. You might want to walk the feet a little closer together so they're not the furthest apart. And hold your ankles as you press the thighs wide and spin your thighs back. And use your elbows to press knees wide, holding ankles, really lengthen the spine. So pull the lower back curve in, As you press into ankles, long spine, soft jaw. Let's walk towards your right foot, back knee down. Deep, deep, deep bend into that front knee. Relax the neck. Rest on the front thigh. Sink into the front knee so much and rest your body on that leg so much that you can really feel a big opening in the front of your psoas, in your hip flexor. And let's walk up onto that front thigh. Push down with your interlaced hands on the thigh above your knee. Press into the thigh. Lift your navel. Lift your heart. Sink deep into that front knee and soften your jaw. Stay there or bring the hands to the hips. Push your hips down, lift your navel, lift up out of the waist, work your elbows and shoulders on the back. Stay there or right elbow to your right thigh. Left arm reaches up. You could use elbow or hand on the front thigh and push down to lift up and reach up through that right arm. Left arm, excuse me. So whatever side is back, whatever leg is back, that arm is up, and you're reaching through that leg actively. Push that leg into the earth. Push through your foot as you reach up through the arm. This might be enough right there to play with that. Maybe you shift forward with the torso, bend into your back knee. Maybe you can't quite get the foot, but you could play with that pulsation. Pad the knee as needed, reach back for the foot as able. If you can, you spin fingers and toes in the same direction. Square your shoulders to the front. Press down into that front leg, lift your heart. Stay right there, or you could reach the other arm up. Squeeze to midline. Again, you could even hold the base of your skull here. You want to keep the back of the neck as long as you can and slide the upper palate back, ears back, and breathe into whatever edge of stretch is there for you. Deep, full breaths. Sending the breath right into wherever it's most resistant or sensational. How's your jaw? Please stay as long as you like. When you're ready, unwind slowly all those parts and press into your hands in your front foot and straighten that front leg. Begin to draw the toes back, drag that heel back, pull on the earth and lengthen your heart forward and bow in over your leg. And stay with that, or we can add a little twist to that. So you'll take the left arm up and over and reach outside of that leg. Hook your elbow or tricep around the knee or above. Press in, lift the navel and spiral towards the leg and just bow in. Could be a very simple twist like that with a straight leg. Stay with that, or if you feel like you've got more room and you are so inspired, you're welcome to work that front leg towards straight. Keep sliding out as you pull to center, sliding out as you pull to center, squeezing in, lift the heart. If you do find your twist, your split, maybe adding a little twist to that. Take your time. When you're ready to come back to center, we're going to unwind, coming back to bent knees, heels in, toes out, hands to ankles. Press those thighs wide, seat back, low back in, soft jaw. And let's walk towards your left foot or your second side and back knee down. Let's rest first, little receptive or turning in lunge here. Rest on the front thigh. Let your head hang. Bend your front knee deeply so that your weight of your chest is really on that thigh. And let your head hang. And let your head hang even more so you get that stretch of the psoas. Breath in the nose. Breath out the mouth. Stay there as long as you need to be breathful. When you're ready, we'll begin to build this up. Walk up onto the front thigh, interlace the hands there, and push into that front thigh to lift the heart up and keep smiling your hips towards the earth. Soft jaw, deep full breaths here. Stay right there as you like, or just push into that left thigh with the left hand. Keep a little squeeze of the hip square as much as you can, and then stretch that left arm up, reaching out. Or sorry, this is your right leg back. Whatever leg is back, that arm up, push into the front thigh and lift up and reach back. And maybe you play here, really engaging the core, squaring the hips, lengthening the tailbone to find back bend with a happy low back. Maybe you're so inspired, you could bring your elbow or hand to the front thigh, bend the back knee. And again, maybe you can't quite get it, but it's close. You could always pulse it, coming in and out of it. And when you're ready, maybe you get a hold of the foot, if you can. Spin fingers and toes in the same direction, squaring the chest forward. Squeeze those inner thighs and root to rise. Press into that front thigh to lift your heart. Stay here, breathful, or keep hugging those inner thighs in, strong core, and reach and rise that left arm or front leg arm to the sky. Hug in, lift the navel, lengthen out any edge of back bend. Long back of the neck. Again, you could hold the head, pick the head up, and lengthen up and back as you press back. Open heart. Open jaw. Make some noise. Stay as you like. When you're ready, unwind that. Come on out. Push into that front leg and begin to straighten the leg. Pull that hip back, maybe draw the toes back, drag that heel back, and lengthen out over your leg as you bow in. Again, dragging heel back, you keep where it is, but you dig in and pull back from the hips. So there's lots of muscular action. Spread the toes, draw them back, reach the spine long over the leg. Breathful here, pulsing in and out here. If and when you'd like, adding the twist. Lift from the navel, reach that right arm up and over, hooking the elbow or tricep outside your thigh. Keep pulling back from that left hip and lengthen the spine and bow in. That could be a nice draped twist like that, or you could go deeper. If your hamstrings feel like they would be amenable to it, then we'll extend that front leg long, sliding it forward to any edge and squeezing to midline. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze to center. So keeping that action like you're still doing your twist. And if you do find a split here, maybe you add the twist. That left arm back to the right leg, right hand to the left leg. Squeeze in, lift, and spiral. Please stay as you like. When you're ready, unwind, bend the knees again, come back into that heels in, toes out, fairly wide-legged place. Press the thighs wide, lengthen spine out. Again, getting nice and neutral there. Stay with that when you're ready. Straighten the legs and bow in. Long, steady breaths here in your forward fold. Wow, I'm ready to go for a masterclass here, like 3 hours long, and just keep going in the hips and legs. There's so much more I thought about doing. And we're headed towards our final things. So let's play here with walking the feet or sliding the feet as wide, wide, wide as you can. Sliding the feet wide. Keep some muscular action in the feet. Feet are hugging the earth. Muscles are hugging the bones. With the muscles hugging the bones, we are far less likely to overstretch. So keep that balance, even unlikely entirely. Keep that balance. Muscles hugging bones from that container that we give ourselves of that we stretch out wide, wide, wide. And at any point, you could turn one hand behind you, elbow into your center, and rotate down into a seated variation of a wide-legged action. Okay, time to adjust the fruit. Put them in the basket. All right, there we go. They were falling out the basket. All right, so what we're going to do now, you may want to watch first, and I'm actually going to angle my camera down. This is the first way that I ever found my long splits, so I like to share it because I had been trying since I was a child, and I got it when I was 30. So I'm 48 now. Here we go. You're going to start from a twist, and you could always stay with that as much as you like. When you're ready to, if you want to try to go into full splits, here's one way about it. You take that top leg straight and just kind of push through the top leg as you begin to walk up onto your hands, spread the toes back, come up over the leg, pull the toes back, squeeze those inner thighs together, and lengthen out as much as you can. Stay up as you like. When you're ready, you just come out the same way you went in. Slide it back down, slide it back over. I'm going to watch you. Okay, so lie on your back. Hug that top leg in. Let's go right leg. And take that leg cross body when you're ready. Straightening the leg all the way across. Maybe when you're ready, walking up onto the hands. Keep that muscular action, spreading the toes. Push through the foot. Press through it as the back one anchors you. Back toes under. Squeeze to center and come up over the leg. Keep pulling the inner thighs together, hugging in. Strong core. Toes are spread. Feet pull towards one another and lengthen out. Soft jaw. Pull on the earth. Lift your low back. Stay as you like, come back out as you like, bow in over the leg. Beautiful. And when you're ready, second side, hug your knee in, give it a little rock. Just imagine into taking it across body, straight leg, push through. Come up onto the hand, keep pressing through that leg. So again, there's lots of muscular action. Square the hips up. Pull shoulders on the back, lift the heart. Active muscular action, pressing out even as you're hugging in. Well, I'm going to go ahead and join you so I get both sides as well. Squaring up, pull those feet towards one another, squeeze the thighs towards one another, puff up the chest. Really soft jaw, smiling helps. Yeah, lion's breath helps. Breathing into the sensation, keep the balance of hug and stretch. Long spine. You could pulse in and out, stay bowing in, come all the way out as you like. And take your time. Once you come all the way out, come to lie on your back and happy baby. Flex the feet, holding the ankles or the feet, drawing the knees down. And then let's rock that baby up to sit and stack your knees up. Gomukhasana knees. So knees are stacked, bottom leg could be extended as needed. Press into your feet and wiggle your hips back. Pour your pelvis forward. Pull on the hands, lower back in, heart up. Pull on the knees, soft jaw. Breathe into the hips. There should be zero sharp knee pain here. If there is, please sit up higher or extend your lower leg or support your shins so your ankle can be straight. That will often relieve low knee pain. Again, pain is always just something telling us something's out of alignment. So whether it's physical or emotional, we're listening. What's out of alignment? What's ready to move or change? Stay here or into the back of the shoulders behind the heart. Wrap that right arm or same arm as your top leg over the top. Give yourself a big, big hug and pull the arms down. Stay there or spiral your arms, eagle arms, elbows up, shoulders down. Reach the elbows forward and land the elbows on the knees or hook them over the legs and rest the head in the hands or the arms as you're able. And big breaths in the nose, out the mouth, letting go breaths. Can you relax the neck more? Can you relax the jaw more? How's your tongue? It looks great, everyone. Last couple breaths. Now you could stay here if this feels good for you. If there's something just beginning to melt, if this is an edge especially, please stay here. Or I want to invite you to drape up and play into Agni Stambhasana. So we will switch our weight back a bit and switch the cross of the legs, flex your feet. Then we want to keep that pelvis pouring forwards. Maybe you push into the hands and really put your booty out back behind you and pour the pelvis forward. Again, this may be assisted greatly by sitting up higher or by having the lower leg extended out or by supporting your shins in any way that keeps your ankles straight and strong. Once you get into your seat, pick up your booty, put the flesh of your sit bones back behind you, take hold of your thighs and spin the inseams down towards the earth. That's going to help a lot. All that articulation of the flesh there, moving it away so that you can get onto the fronter edge of the sits bones. Flex the feet strongly and push into the balls of the feet. Balls of the feet push into your hands and lengthen. Lower back in, heart forward, soft jaw, long spine, big breaths in the nose, out the mouth. You could play there using that press resist to find more space. Or you could bring elbows to ankle and knee. Press into that to pull lower back in, heart forward, keeping that pelvis pouring forward. And breathe into the sensation. So here's our practice as yogis to re-perspect what might seem like pain as just a sensation, which is also a great practice in life when we feel emotional pain and stuff too. We can recognize it as just sensation, feeling fully alive. What is in this for me? Where's the benefit? Where am I resisting and why? What stories are there? What fears are there? How can we go a little further? Options here. You could also pull on the earth in front of you or stack up at any point onto a block or the earth, elbows, fists, rest your forehead. Find your breathful edge. one bit at a time. So much of this comes from that pelvis forward. So, Rachel, lift the heart if you can and lead. Yeah, lead with the heart, lift up. Good. So, it's not even so much for any of us about the forward fold until when you're sitting up, you don't feel very much. So, we really want to get that low back in, heart lifted, long spine, soft jaw. Yeah, it looks like you found some extra space there. Every little millimeter is worth a celebration. Please stay with that. Be where you're at. If it's really intense, go ahead and pulse back out. Just kind of round back, maybe pick that knee up a bit. And then again, lift, root the sits bones, pour the pelvis forward, lift low back, lift heart, and come forward. Come to your edge where you're like, ah, and you want to run away and just back away just a little bit. Deep breath. And then melt back in, leading with the heart, low back in, heart forward, long spine. Stay with that our last few breaths if you like. Lift and lengthen forward, and then bring that right elbow to the palm of your foot, the sole of your foot, or the tricep to the sole of the foot, and press in, lift low back, lift heart, and spiral. Again, here this just could just be a draped twist or palms together. Press into the palms, shoulders on the back, lift your heart and breathe. Deep twist. This is very advanced practice that you're in right now. So please back up and just go to somewhere that we set up with. If all this is just too much, come back up and just breathe. Please stay longer as you like or unwind. Open the legs so there's some space between them and give a little windshield wiper. Ooh, hips and legs, hips and legs. We got it. When you're ready, second side. We will stack that left knee on top of the right, left knee or your second side on top. Again, here you might press into your feet and really lean forward. So we're trying to get that pelvic bowl to pour forward. So anything that helps you find that, and then pull on the earth, on your knees or on your feet to keep that forward motion of pelvis, low back in, heart up. Big breaths in the nose, grounding here. Stay there or come into the arms as well. Inhaling, arms up, and left arm swoops over the right. Big, big hug. Walk the arms over. Your arms can always stay this way. Sorry, I didn't say that on the other side, but get a good long hug from yourself. Or keep on spiraling, eagle arms. Elbows up, shoulders down, hands away from the face. Any variation of this is fine with the elbows crossed over. Pull onto it, find your edge, and then low back in. Heart forward, lead with the elbows. Rest on the knees, head in the hands, or maybe over the knees, head in the arms. Big breaths in the nose, out the mouth. Again, please stay there longer or in any variation of that longer if that's what's right for you. Otherwise, drape on up and shift your weight back. Open that top knee, ankle to knee, bottom foot opens as much as you can in line with the top knee. Flex the feet strongly. So the ankles are straight and strong, knees will be safe. And then pick up the flesh of your sits bones, put that booty back behind you. And again, maybe push or pull onto the earth there to really try to roll pelvis forward, get on the front edge of the sits bones. And bring your hands to the balls of the feet. And press the balls of the feet into the hands as you push the hands back into the balls of the feet. So you're pressing both ways, pouring pelvis forward, low back in, lift your heart. Active, active feet. Press, resist, lift the heart, reach from the heart. Even if it's just up, you want to feel lower back in. That's going to bring that smile into your hips. And if you forgot that's what that feeling was a smile, try it. Breathful. Try to restory it. So maybe you notice there's a sensation that makes you want to run away and you're like, oh God, my hips. And unless you have bone on bone hip stuff that you know about or that you want to wonder about, then this should be just sensation here. And you should be able to just go, oh, yeah, fire in the hips, fully alive, right here, right now. Oh, yeah, life in a body. Here it is. Sensational. And find a new edge, like orgasmic childbirth, right? We can take those intensities that we want to resist that are actually opening more energy and giving us more life and just say yes to it. Yes to this sensation. Yes to this resistance. Yes to the fear. Yes to whatever might be there. For years, I cried in pigeon. I could not do this. I cried in pigeon for years. So much stuff in there. It's a very emotional place, the hips. So be kind to yourself. Don't force it and celebrate whatever edge you're at. See if you can find the deliciousness in the fire. It is the tantrika's way to stand in the fire. To let what is no longer serving us be burned away. And everybody's hips are different. So you may just be where you're at for a long, long time or forever. I will never be able to do wide splits. It's just not in there, I think. Stay as you are or lift if you want to go for the spiral. Reach that left arm up and over and hook it into that foot, top sole of the foot. Press in with the elbow or the tricep. Use that press to lift the lower back and lengthen. Stay here draped. You can relax the neck or bend the elbows. Push the hands together, shoulders on the back. Lengthen your spine and breathe here. Stay as you like, or again, follow any inhale to unwind. Extend your legs out. Give your legs a little windshield wiper again. Yeah, so much sensation in the legs today. Maybe just grab your muscles around your hips and give them a little squeeze, wiggle. Yum, yum, yum. Thank you, hips. Thanks to your legs. Thank you, legs. Thank you, legs. Thank you, legs. Thank you, legs. Powerful body, amazing, ever-changing body. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And stay as you are. Bow into any forward fold. Keep that massage going or find a comfortable seat. Options, meditative seat or lie down for a moment first, which is apparently what's happening because I'm doing that. So if you lay down, just go ahead and give your legs a little shake out. If you have a wall nearby, you may want to rest with your legs up the wall. Maybe your legs just want to get heavy though. Heavy, heavy, heavy. You could rest in any final resting position now. If you're going feet together, knees wide, please support your thighs. Otherwise, just legs out. Let your feet drop open or legs up the wall. Let your hands drop open so your shoulders get a nice passive opening. Support yourself in some final resting or meditative seat now. Once you find your final resting place, take your time. Support yourself. Feel supported. Feel the earth. Feel the pillows or whatever it is you've set up for yourself. And then hug muscles to bones. Inhale, inhale, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And exhale. All that big work today. Yes, cultivating aliveness, spaciousness, strength in this body mind. Yes. Gather it up, feel it, big inside hug. Thank you, body, and let go. Give your body to the earth and open your heart and mind to the sky. Notice the energy of really focusing on the hips and the legs. It's usually very grounding. If you're often very grounded and not a lot of energy or attention is happening there, there may be a lot of life force energy, prana shakti, is arising up. So you may also feel quite invigorated. Maybe a balance of ease and surrender. Investigate. Listen inward. Long, slow, investigative breaths. Breathe and repeat your mantra, your yes. I am. Really let your muscles and bones be heavy, soft, relaxed. Feel how you are held and supported by the earth. Open your heart and mind to the sky. Remember your vast, expansive, divine self. May we rest in this balance between knowing and not knowing, being at ease and energized, being earth and sky, finite and infinite. Being all the apparent polarities or binaries as one full circle of being, of experience, all the shades of being, all the amounts, just visiting all the possibilities. In this lifetime, we dance with being this and that, with pursuing pleasure and avoiding pain. And through our practices and our awareness, ultimately we realize we don't need to decide what we are or are not. We are all of it. We are born to dance with all of it. We realize that we can easily transform our pleasure into pain, our pain into pleasure. How much of it is about perspective. And so as we grow wise, ideally we grow open and open even more to our fullness, to the fullness of life, to being with what is, with ease and grace. And please stay resting as long as you can, or in meditation as long as you can. If you are ready to come back, or when you're ready to come back, always let it be the breath that leads you to come back. But if you're ready to come back now, please guide your awareness to the breath. Intentionally lengthen the breath once more, exhaling as completely as you can. Imagine any last bit of anything that you wouldn't choose to take in your day, melting away. And your inhale, opening to the now, to what is. Let that inhale become so bright and full and rich with your yes that you're naturally inspired back to movement and begin to wiggle and spiral and stretch as inspired. Let the breath lead you back through any movements or shapes. If you're lying down, ultimately over to one side, and then soft neck draping up back to any easy seat, and pause in a seat, feeling the earth of your body. And this kiss, this breath of sky, this offering to your life. What would you choose to do with this breath now? What song will you sing? What adulation or praise will you give? What gratitude will you offer? What idea will you share? What fear can you share? What creative endeavor might you take to transform your fears into your freedom? It happens. Keep practicing. Hold your body or hands at your heart, maybe Lotus Mudra, pressing into pinkies and thumbs. Sense into your blossoming in this harvest time, in this Shana Tova New Year time, the Jewish New Year, into this growing of the smile of the moon, into a bowl of your deliciousness, into ultimately the fullness. Breathe and repeat your yes, I am. Exhale and pour your breath out. Inhale your heart's yes, and if you will, join me in 3 rings. Exhale, empty. And And we'll raise that Lotus Mudra up to the sky, lifting your heart up, your face, your yes, rippling it out into the world. And so it is, bowing into the light within yourself and that same light within one another, within all beings. Namaste. And to the earth, Jai Mama. Thank you all for practicing. Thank you for being here with me. Let me know anywhere if you have any questions or comments. Your donations are welcome. Join me on Patreon or YouTube because soon I will